elevate from the bench to the floor. Everybody feel the score. This the moment we've been waiting for. College basketball tip-off. Hey. College basketball tip-off. Horns in the H. Drums in the game. College tip-off. Remember the name. From the SWAT to the NAIA, we ballin' every day in the basketball tip-off. Let's ball. College basketball tip-off. We tall. College basketball tip-off. College basketball tip-off. College basketball tip-off. College basketball tip-off. Dreams get loud, rise up, make the city proud. Fast breaks, high stakes, crowd going crazy. Buckets on buckets, game looking wavy. From North American to the Bayou side, we hooping hard. H-Town pride. College basketball tip-off. College basketball tip-off. Inspired, coaches on edge, players locked in. This the city where legends begin. Crossover jumper, buzzer beat a fade. When it's clutch time, we elevate from the bench to the floor. Everybody feel the score. This the moment we've been waiting for. College basketball tip-off. Hey, college basketball tip-off. Horns in the H. Drums in the game. College tip-off. Remember the name. From the SWAT to the NAIA, we ballin' every day in the Texas way. College basketball tip-off. Let's ball. College basketball tip-off. We tall. the court to the crowd, it's a showdown. Houston, he can't slow down. College ball where the dreams get loud. Rise up, make the city proud. Fast breaks, high stakes, crowd going crazy. Buckets on buckets, game looking wavy. From North American to the Bayou side, we hooping hard. H-Town pride. College basketball tip-off. College basketball tip-off. Inspired, coaches on edge, players locked in. This the city where legends begin. Crossover jumper, buzzer beater fade. When it's clutch time, we elevate. From the bench to the floor, everybody feel the score. This the moment we've been waiting for. College basketball tip-off. College basketball tip-off. Drums in the game. College tip-off. Remember the name. From the SWAT to the NAIA, we ballin' every day in the Texas way. College basketball tip-off. Let's ball. College basketball tip-off. We tall. Basketball tip-off. College basketball tip-off. Tip-off. Basketball tip-off. From the court to the crowd, it's a showdown. Houston, he can't slow down. College ball where the dreams get loud. Rise up, make the city proud. Fast breaks, high stakes, crowd going crazy. Buckets on buckets, game looking wavy. From North American to the Bayou side, we hooping hard. H-Town pride. College basketball tip-off. College basketball tip-off. crowd, it's a showdown. Houston, he can't slow down. College ball where the dreams get loud. Rise up, make the city proud. Fast breaks, high stakes, crowd going crazy. Buckets on buckets, game looking wavy. From North American to the Bayou side, we hooping hard. H-Town pride. College basketball tip-off. College basketball tip-off. Inspired, coaches on edge, players locked in. This the city where legends begin. Crossover jumper, buzzer beater fade. When it's clutch time, we elevate. From the bench to the floor, everybody feel the score. This the moment we've been waiting for. College basketball tip-off. College basketball.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's opening tip-off between the Westgate Christian University basketball team and the North American University Stallions. My name is Daniel Pomus, and I'm here with Lauren Robertson. Lauren, how you doing?
I'm doing well tonight, Daniel. How are you? Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while, but I'm doing good. And I wanted to let everybody know that we are having some internet difficulties tonight, so if you guys are interested in watching the game later, the full broadcast will be recorded and posted following the game. But hopefully everything will go smooth and we'll have a great game to watch, Lauren.
Yes, of course, Daniel. If you guys are tuning in right now, let's see who you guys are rooting for. If you guys are here for the North American Stallion, let's drop some horses in the chat. And if you are here for the Westgate Christian University Ravens, drop some birds in the chat, guys.
There you go. Let's get involved. We're going to pause for the national anthem here. All right, and we are back. Lauren, this is an exciting matchup because tonight is the season opener.
Yes, Daniel, not only is it the season opener, but it is the first matchup between the two schools and the first of two contests between Westgate and North American this season.
Wow, that's crazy. The first matchup in history we get to witness here today.
Right. And we get to do a broadcast for it, so I guess we are a part of said history as well.
Yeah, we are. That's awesome. A lot of returning players for the NAU Stallions. A few of them being Tevin Gowns, Ethan Rodella, Oakley Lewis, Bercil Cox, Darius Blanks, Joseph Cormier, Jaden Jackson, Jamaric Hammond, and Jaleel Odoms, I believe. So a lot of returners, but we have some new faces here tonight. And the Westgate Christian University team is all new.
Yes, so here we have our starters with number 12 and Chase Crawford, number 5 Glenn Clements, number 10 Jalen Chappelle, number 1 Robert Taylor, and if I see that correctly, we have number 3 with Arnold McGowan. That is the starting 5 for the Westgate Christian University Ravens. Daniel, I'd say we have a pretty decent crowd out here tonight in Stafford University in Houston, Texas. It looks like, you know, both sides have a decent amount of people here to witness the season opener, so I'm expecting a lot of energy for this game. What do you think? What do you think?
I was definitely thinking the same thing. I was actually going to ask you that. What do you think the energy is going to be like tonight? But I think it's going to be a very high-paced game. The emotions of the first night are going to be kind of in control of the players for a little bit, but I think they'll settle down in the second half, and we'll see maybe a cleaner game. But I'm just hoping that we get a lot of energy and a lot of exciting action tonight.
Yes, me too. I'm excited to see what the Stallions are going to bring this season. They finished last season going 13-15 overall, 9-15 in conference. So I'm interested to see how they handle their out-of-conference schedule before going into Red River Conference play.
Yeah, and a lot of new faces like we mentioned earlier, so it'll be interesting to see the identity this team takes this year versus last year. Last year they were definitely more of a fast-paced team. Fast breaks were really important for them, and converting on all the possessions that they were able to, because a lot of times they could get into ruts where they were getting in foul trouble or getting a little tired and outpaced. So if they can keep it controlled and keep the fouls at a minimum, they should have a good chance to have a pretty good game tonight. I'm really interested to see about the defense for the NAU Stallions, being without a few key players from last year. Damian Thomas being one of them. He was a very productive player last year, and with him not being here, we'll see who fills that role. It'll be Chase Crawford and Naheem Northern for the tip-off.
It seems like everybody has a lot of energy on this court. He's down number 12 for Westgate Christian. He's just down there bouncing the ball. That's Chase Crawford. He's excited.
Just getting some extra practice in.
I think we all should be, you know, especially, you know, just that feeling of the off season, and now you finally get to showcase what you've been working on. I get it. It's that first day jitters for sure.
Oh, yeah. And the first tip off a little awkward here, but the Stallions are going to take the first possession. Using the screen game early. Gonna reset here at the top. Merrick Hammond with the swing. Shot clock going down, the fadeaway just long. But a nice rebound by Oakley Lewis, who's gonna barely miss there, but finally put in by Naheem Northern with the first basket for the Stallions season. Jalen Chappelle bringing the ball up for Westgate Christian.
Maybe we might see that that person step up into defense with Naheem right here.
We're gonna see a jab step to a step back three. It's gonna be a little left there on the shot, and the Stallions are gonna take possession off the inbound. You know, none of these guys in Westgate Christian have played together in a season before, so we'll see what these few practices they've had, if they've kind of helped identify their identity. It'll be interesting to see how they play today. Got to gel together. Some teams have been together for a while, and these guys are put together newly, and we'll see if they can get that rhythm together.
Yes, and this squad is being led under Chase Washington, who was in his first season with the program. Coach Washington is also the running backs coach for Westgate Christian University's football program.
Wow, what an athlete.
maybe we'll see some of that athletic action in his athletes
they might
today.
have a very physical play style. We'll have to monitor that, see if anybody's on their back. And a nice drive there, but a little long on the layup. Westgate Christian's driving down the court with an opportunity and a nice finish.
So here we have Westgate Christian with their first points of the season. You know, the crowd is pretty excited for that. I'm seeing a lot of green in the stands actually now, Daniel.
Well traveled. Oakley Lewis gonna drive down the baseline. Gonna pass it down low. Joseph Cormier with the drive, gonna get the foul call. A lot of contact there. The Stallions are definitely gonna have to be aggressive. Not a whole lot of size on the court from either team tonight, so the lanes are gonna be pretty open. These players have to make sure that they stay in their spots. Joseph Cormier was a guy that didn't get a lot of minutes last year with the roster being different, but this year he's starting, and it's going to be a good opportunity for him to make a name for himself for the Stallions.
You know, and I think that's one of the most special things about a new season. You get to see players that usually had to take that back seat, that secondary role, have the chance to step up into that primary role, that starting position.
100%, and those times where you're in the bench are valuable. You know, you learn a lot. You learn about how to be a leader. By watching other people in front of you, and a lot of great things can come from that, and we'll see if he makes the most of his opportunity.
You know, and actually I just kind of want to talk about that for a little bit, because now in today's landscape of college athletics, people aren't staying at their programs. A lot of people, they will opt for the transfer portal because they want to play right now. So I think it's such a beautiful thing that you and I have gotten to witness Joseph step up into this role.
Yeah, it's cool to see, you know, guys stick it out. There's a lot of different ways to do things now, and so each guy has their own decision to make, and, you know, he's betting on himself here. Nice rebound there by Joseph. He's going to pass it down the court. Jamerick Hammond's going to slow it down. Oh, and he's going to get ripped there. A nice takeaway from Arnold McGowan. And there's going to be a foul there on Joseph Cormier, trying to slow down that pace from Westgate Christian. So we have a 4-2 low-scoring game here, almost 3 minutes in. Is this what you expected? A little bit rough, a little bit
A little
excited?
bit, because, you know, you can't, there's always going to be those first game mishaps, those opening night mishaps. So, you know, as much as we are excited, and I'm sure they're excited, they have to learn how to channel that excitement into their play to be able to execute.
Got to turn into focus. A long three here is going to be long, but a nice rebound by Darian Edmond. He's going to shoot it. Oh, never mind. He got me there.
It was a long three, but it was still short.
And a little hook shot there on the layup. Going to miss long. Joseph Cormier bringing the ball up. He's going to pass it down. And a wide open corner shot. Jamerick Hammond not quite there.
You know what? He likes that corner.
Yeah, he does.
That's something that I noticed about him last season. Hammond, he's a dangerous man when he gets in that wing.
Yeah, you just got to get that rhythm going. Got to see one fall. A nice pass there by Joseph Cormier underneath to Oakley Lewis with the finish. A beautiful pass there. You can see Cormier's got some energy. All right, and we have our first little break here. The teams are going to get huddled up. Almost 4 minutes in now.
Well, while we're talking a little bit about off-season work, Daniel, I do just want to mention that the NAU men's and women's basketball program both got into their communities not too long ago. I'm going to say October 17th. They took this time to visit the surrounding communities, Richmond, Stafford, and Houston, to introduce themselves, share sponsorship opportunities, and just invite these organizations to the game.
Yeah, networking is important. You know, these schools are trying to get their names out there. These players want to get their names out there, and it's awesome that they're getting involved with the community to do so. And here we go. We're going to get an inbound from Arnold McGowan. We got a bit of a full court press here. Early aggression from NAU. Oh, and it's going to be out of bounds, but nice hands there from Tevin Gowns. And they're going to try this again. To Darius Wade with the ball is going to pass it out to Danny Edmond. And the shot's up and one. The bucket is good. Right there from Arnold McGowan. Big shot.
We got a really big crowd reaction with that one. Westgate is here. Westgate Christian University is here.
Yeah, Arnold McGowan is here. He's going to get another opportunity to score with this free throw. Try to tie this game up, and he will. And just like that, a 4-point play.
Just a friendly reminder that tonight's stream is brought to you by Only on Clutch. If you would like to continue to watch games like this be streamed, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment.
And subscribe for that three from Jamerick Hammond, who loves those corners, like Lauren was telling us. Oh, he's feeling it. He's taking a long three.
One thing I do want to make note of right now, early in the game, is I'm seeing a lot of motion from Westgate. They're able to move the ball accordingly.
Yeah, they're trying to keep that ball moving up, try to keep North American on their toes. Just got to convert on the shots. We have another foul there. It's going to be Westgate's ball. And some substitutions, some new players coming in. Saron Ward will be inbounding now for Westgate Christian. A new face for the North American University Stallions, Sincere Shaw, number 1. I'm excited to see what he can bring. He's an interesting player with a pretty big size. He has a lot of range, and he looks like he has some athleticism to go with that. He's gonna get the ball at the top here and take a shot. And it's gonna go in, and just like that, right on cue, the announcer's jinx.
I just can't help but feel like this score is not a reflection of the game that's going on right now.
Well, we saw before, they closed the gap with an and 1-3. They're gonna try and do that again. They gotta score some points though before North American gets too comfortable. And that one's gonna hit the top of the basket and be out of bounds. Lauren, I feel like Westgate Christian needs to try to get into the paint more and attack more. They're settling for a lot of threes, which aren't necessarily the highest percentage shots. And we're gonna take a break here, but we'll be right back after this, only on Clutch. All right, everybody, welcome back. And it's 12-6, 14:32 on the clock. The Stallions ball. We've seen some good offensive possessions from the Stallions. Off this timeout, they're gonna get a nice look for another three, and it's gonna be short there, but Oakley Lewis with a tough rebound and a putback to further that score. Lauren, I've been impressed with the returning players from the Stallions. They've looked really settled in and like they've had a lot more time together.
I'll even go as far as to say I'm impressed with the new players on their squad as well. As you can tell, they've been able to work together cohesively. We have number
10.
Yes, we have number 10, Kamani Wilson on the court. He's been able to do really well. He's locking them up. That defense getting the North American crowd excited.
Well, the players are excited. The fans are excited. you can definitely feel a bit of a different energy from this team so far this year.
You know what, Daniel? I might have spoke too soon earlier in the game when I said we might find that that defensive piece in Joseph Cormier. We might find it in Kamani, but I don't know now.
Hey.
I think I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah, we'll keep watching, but he looks good so far. Jaden Jackson gonna pass it in. Ooh, close one there. It's gonna be a
Yikes,
turnover for
yeah.
Jamar Hammond. He's gonna try and get in the way, but he's not gonna get there. And a nice layup.
Daniel,
right there.
Westgate Christian must have heard you when you said they have got to get in the paint. They've got to get inside that perimeter.
Taking advantage of the fast break there. They almost look like last year's North American team, playing gritty defense and trying to rely on the fast breaks. But as you can see, North American is just shooting right now, and they are relentless with that effort. Westgate's gonna look to respond here with some energy of their own. Nice pump fake, gets two of the players turned around. A little short there. A nice play from Darian Edmond though. He looked good in warm-ups. He has a nice smooth shot. Oakley Lewis with a nice pass inside and the foul there on Saran Ward. Oakley Lewis has been very impressive so far with the pink shoes. Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes, of course. While it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, it is also Domestic Violence Awareness Month.
All right, and Jamaric Hammond's gonna get a shot at some free throws here. He's had a nice game so far with a couple of made shots and some good defensive efforts. We'll see if he can capitalize on these free points. Ooh, awkward little roll there, but it goes in. That's all that matters. And Joseph Cormier is going to come back in for Oakley Lewis.
So if I am seeing what I'm seeing correctly, we have Coach Dozie in a tan suit. This is his third season with the North American Stallions, so I think he said he's coming in to make a statement this evening.
He's all business. I know that. He always comes in looking sharp. Got that serious demeanor. He's trying to build that culture here. And that free throw is going to be a little off there. 1 for 2 for Hammond. A nice move, a nice pass there, find, and it's going to be a little short. Rebounded by North American. And we're going to get a reaching foul there on number 0, Darian Edmond. Lauren, I've noticed a lot of substitutions pretty early in this game. A lot of guys coming in and out, trying to stay fresh. What do you think that strategy is going to do for North American down the line?
Well, honestly, I think it may be beneficial for both teams. As we can see, I want to say that this is one of the larger rosters that I've seen from both teams of this level, from NAU at the NAIA level and from Westgate Christian at their D3 level. I know that in some of the games that you and I have called together here with North American, the bench barely went past 5 people. So to see this, I think that both of these teams will be able to remain fresh throughout this season.
And a beautiful Euro step.
Wow.
Jaden Jackson making the defender need a mat, basically, and he's going to drop that in. But yes, about the benches, I think North American had to get a few extra chairs for their bench.
Yeah, Daniel, did you just book us a flight to Europe?
I think so. I'm going to be headed there with Jaden Jackson later. And Cormier with a nice rebound. He's going to be kicked out by Jaden Jackson for a 3, and the corner is no good.
So right now, if I was Westgate Christian University and I'm on defense, I am being conscious of the corners. NAU is not playing when it comes to these corners.
Yeah, it looks like Westgate's trying to play a bit of a zone there. They're just trying to follow the ball and stay in their spots. Whereas NAU is playing some sticky defense right now, trying to be in the way, cause some interference, and kind of disrupt the rhythm from Westgate. And we can see it's working very well for NAU, as on the other side, Westgate's having some trouble stopping NAU as the possessions and the buckets keep raining down. It's going to be important for Westgate to try and slow this game down a little, try to take control and have a little more control of their possessions and try to convert some of these baskets, because they cannot get into a deep hole with this NAU team who feeds off that energy.
And it's just unfortunate for Westgate Christian because they are playing hard. They're keeping up with NAU physically, but their shots are just not falling.
Yeah, not quite, but that one, again, a little long. But a lot of effort from Westgate, that's for sure. A nice find inside. He's going to miss the layup. But he's going to get the ball back and another chance. And that's a great way to stay in the play there.
There were a lot of groans before these claps that we're hearing in the gymnasium right now.
And it just goes like that sometimes. You got to get it out the mud. Jaden Jackson's got a nice spin move, and he is just pulling out all the tricks from his bag, just showing Westgate what it looks like to get into the rim. Really impressive stuff from Jaden Jackson. Tadarius Wade's going to try and respond. A nice step back with the mid-range jumper is going to be short. Westgate has got to get into the paint here and take some layups, try and draw some fouls. And here goes Sincere Shaw, another deep three. That would have been good from Toyota Center.
So as of now, Westgate Christian University Ravens are trailing behind North American University Stallions by 17.
17 points. It's been an offensive explosion from NAU. And they're just laying it on to Westgate Christian. But we'll see if they can try and get something back. Plenty of time, Lauren, plenty of time. And another long three there. And we have a fast break. A couple of options here, but a bad pass there, unfortunately, from Jaden Jackson. He's going to give Westgate another opportunity. And a bit of a rush shot there. He was looking for a foul, thought he had one. Oh, and lazy play there from Joseph Cormier is going to lose that ball. NAU is going to retain the possession. Lauren, it's getting chippy.
It's getting very chippy.
Cormier is going to take a tough midi, and he's going to watch it fall in. Wow, he has looked very impressive thus far.
Now is the time for Westgate to regroup, yes.
And just like you said, a timeout will be called to slow the bleeding here. And Lauren, we're going to take another break for this timeout.
All right, sounds good.
From the court to the crowd, it's a showdown. Houston, he can't slow down. College ball where the dreams get loud. Rise up, make the city proud. Fast breaks, high stakes, crowd going crazy. Buckets on buckets, game looking wavy. From North American to the Bayou side, we hooping hard. H-Town pride.
Welcome back to Only on Clutch. We have just under 10 minutes in the first half remaining. We have our NAU Stallions with 29 points and our Westgate Christian University Ravens with 10 points. Daniel, what are your thoughts so far?
So far, for NAU, I think they've looked really impressive. I think they've shown a lot of growth from last year, how they ended the season, a little disappointed in themselves with how they closed out. But so far, their energy has been amazing. The players look really comfortable out there together. I think Coach Dozier's got a lot more control of the roster now a couple years in. I think he's built the culture he wants. But for Westgate, so far, it's a brand new team, brand new season. These guys have shown a lot of a fight out there, a lot of courage to play out here. But some of their shots are just not falling, and I'd like to see them be a little more aggressive.
You know, Daniel, I think I might have to disagree with you on the aggression point. I think that they are being pretty aggressive as is. They may just need to tone it down. Wow. Maybe that's not a good example, but I feel like I feel like Westgate Christian has been keeping up with NAU. The only difference is Westgate's shots weren't falling, but who knows now?
Arnold McGowan there with a nice three from the corner. Well, I guess I mean drive the paint more. They've taken a lot of shots from outside the arc, and those are just tough to make fall every time. But yeah, they have played with a lot of aggression overall, and a nice play there, and a heat check three.
I don't know, Daniel. I think I would have took that one to the rim. He had enough
Yeah.
space and opportunity to do so.
Yeah, Arnold McGowan so far, he's taken a lot of shots. He's seen a few fall, but when an opportunity like that in front of you to go kind of bring the score down or bring their score up a little bit, it would have been probably more beneficial for them to get in the paint there. Arnold McGowan gonna inbound here. Tadarius way to the top of the key. He's gonna get the ball now. And another shot attempt here. No good from Jaden Shanklin. Oh, Joseph Cormier drives in, but blocked there on the attempt. And a beautiful reverse layup there by Arnold McGowan, taking your advice, Lauren, and going into the paint there.
It seems as if Westgate Christian really utilized that timeout to recollect, refocus, and figure out what they need to do in order to close this gap between them and the North American Stallions.
And just like that, NAU with a lazy turnover there, throwing it right out of bounds on the inbound, going to give Westgate Christian another opportunity here to bring the score a little closer. We'll see if they can recreate their last inbound from this spot. And some really nice passing, not any dribbling there, just passing around, finding the open spots and making the shot there. Another great play from Westgate.
Like you said, Daniel, we still have a lot of basketball left to play in this gymnasium tonight.
And a tough and one from Naheem Northern there. He's coming in at 6'8", 210 pounds, so that guy is a force by the rim. He's going to try to take advantage of a bit of an undersized roster for Westgate Christian University. I really liked how NAU's done their substitutions so far. They're keeping their guys fresh. They're getting a lot of guys involved, and they're trying out a lot of different roster combinations because later in the season, you know, when crunch time happens and they're in close games, they're going to need to know who works well together, who's putting together good possessions, and who has good communication on defense.
You know, Daniel, and that's really what all the preseason and the out-of-conference gauntlets are all about, just finding that peanut butter and jelly, that soft spot, that sweet spot that works for you and your team.
Wow, peanut butter and jelly reference, I love it.
Maybe I'm a little hungry. I think I might have to hit the concession stand during halftime.
I'll give you some money. Go get me some Gatorade or something too. All right, and NAU is gonna line up here. They're gonna run a little inbound play. Oh, never mind. Westgate Christian's gonna inbound. Oh, and a nice steal by Jaden Jackson. And it looks like they're gonna call him for, I think, a double dribble there. The full court press from North American's been pretty impressive so far. They've created some disruptions on these inbound plays. Oh, and a nice steal by Jaden Jackson. Fast break opportunity. He went for the dunk, but unable to convert.
Nice block by Westgate.
And a nice rip there. Great hands from Jaden Chappelle. He ripped that one away from Naheem Northern, who was trying to get back in the paint and force up another shot. Nice job not fouling there. North Christian gonna throw it up to the top of the key. Jaden Jackson with a nice fake and a pass off to, that was Naheem Northern again in the paint. Really nice offense here from North American. Westgate Christian starting to turn up the pressure a little bit. Got to find some points on this possession. Bit of a fall away no good there from Chase Crawford. And another nice pass and the slam finish for who else but Naheem Northern, who's just living in the paint right now. Rent-free. On a nice double team there. Tevin Gowns, and he is destroyed at the rim.
By number 10, Jalen Chappelle. Ah!
Naheem Northern is just turning up right now, dropping the hammer down. And another steal from North American, Jared Hammond, and he cannot make the dunk. A bit of a over-aggressive play there. Take your points, but I love the energy I'm seeing from North American as these guys are fired up.
This is not the same squad that we were looking at last season, Daniel. I don't know who these guys are right now.
They look good, and they look like they're having fun. All right, y'all, we're gonna take another break here. We come back only on Clutch.
We back in the H. Game time, light shine. Let's go.
From the court to the crowd, it's a showdown. Houston, he can't slow down. College ball where the dreams get loud. Rise up, make the city proud. Fast breaks, high stakes, crowd going crazy. Buckets on buckets, game looking wavy. From North American to the Bayou side, we hooping hard. H-Town pride. College basketball tip-off. College basketball tip-off.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back from our break there. 5:49 left in this quarter. 39-17, NAU on top of Westgate Christian University. Lauren, been a fun game so far.
A very, very fun game to watch, Daniel, and I'm sure it's even more of a fun game to play in.
Yeah.
As I mentioned before, this looks like a completely different squad than who we saw last season, but I also want to take note that last season, this NAU squad, they saw the first time program wins over Xavier, Louisiana, and LSU Shreveport.
And a bit of a messy game from Westgate Christian now. Ever since about the 7-minute mark, it's been a bit sloppy, a lot of turnovers. It's been hard for them to inbound the ball and get past half court. NAU's taking advantage of those opportunities, and they've ran up the score a little bit. Oh, and a bit of an awkward fall there from Tevin Gowns. I think he slipped on his peanut butter and jelly.
Well, there shouldn't be any eating on the court anyway, so.
I don't know, Naheem Northern is going crazy right now. He's living good. He's eating well in the paint.
Yes. I don't know if you're going to understand this reference or if our audience will, but this reminds me of that episode of SpongeBob when SpongeBob was on the stage and he was just mopping.
Oh, yeah, and
the
everyone was cheering.
audience was applauding.
That's a great SpongeBob. I love SpongeBob references.
All right, let's get it going.
Let's go. Here we go. A tough shot there. Gonna miss everything for Jalen Chappelle. A little aggressive there. Probably
Daniel,
not the best shot.
If you are Coach Washington, what are you telling your team right now as far as these shots that we're taking?
Well, a really nice finish there. Sorry, Laura. And that was a really nice play from Jarek Hammond. He got my attention. But if I was Coach Washington, I would tell the guys to settle down, take a deep breath, they need to communicate better with each other. I've seen a few times in the last few possessions where there's been some guys open and the passes weren't made. So I think some of these guys kind of have their head down right now and they're a little too hyped up. I think they need to calm down and look for each other. And, you know, they got to use all 5 guys on the court to make these plays successful. And that's the only way they're going to get back in this game. And the refs don't think it's a break, but it looks like it is. Another timeout here. But there's going to be a 30-second timeout, so these guys will be back on the floor momentarily.
What are some key things that you've seen from NAU that's helping them right now?
I think number one, the chemistry. I think when you look at these two teams, again, we've mentioned it a few times that, you know, Westgate's a brand new program for basketball, and North Americans had a few seasons together. And you can just kind of see that. You know, you can see the way the ball's moving, the way that these guys are playing defense and passing guys off to each other. They're in the paint, finding each other for nice, easy layups. And I think that's been really what's been working for them. Some of the things I've noticed is just that communication and that energy that they're playing with all that confidence. And some of these guys look really good. You know, last year they looked a little shaky. You know, we mentioned Cormier, we mentioned Oakley Lewis, Hammond, Tevin Gowns. But this year, these guys have so much confidence. They're on the court together a lot, and they're just making plays together, having fun. These timeouts are really important for Westgate. You know, they need this time to kind of settle down because it gets tough on the court when everything's moving really fast. Your coach is doing a good job for you there, helping you slow down.
I think we have a I think we have an all-new rotation on this floor right now from Westgate, actually.
Yeah, got a new fresh set of guys in, see if they can find a rhythm. Maybe not settle for so many long shots, but get in the paint. We see a nice pass, but this defense from NAU is just relentless, man. They're all over the place. And they're going to get another 3 up, and it's going to be another nice shot from Jamaric Hammond.
Just a little under 5 minutes left in this first half. The Stallions with 44 and the Ravens with 17.
Yeah, we've seen this score get away from Westgate pretty quickly here. A nice rebound from Jamaric Hammond, who's going to come down the court. He's going to find a pass there and a beautiful move, but not able to finish there for Naheem Northern. And another tough shot, but this one's going to fall for Chase Crawford. Haven't seen him much so far, Lauren, but we've seen him come in and make a nice shot there.
You know, and also that's something else that I've been seeing from NAU. They have a lot of role players now. Everybody is in their position working cohesively to ensure the best outcome for their team.
100%. All right, guys, we're going to take another break for this timeout, but we will be back. You're watching College Tip-Off only on Clutch. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Lauren, I can't imagine these guys have many timeouts left to use.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to laugh.
That's all right. Joseph Cormier gonna lose the ball there.
Well, luckily, Daniel, if they don't have that many timeouts, they still have a whole halftime to kind of, you know, chill, regroup. It is the first game of the season. You know, there are going to be some first nerve jitters, especially from a fairly new program. I believe this program is in its second season. I know this is Coach Washington's first season. And as we mentioned before, NAU just has had some time to work together as a cohesive squad. So during halftime, Coach Washington just really needs to tell his guys, relax. It's just basketball.
And I hope that they do give them that message, because that play was a little bit wild from Tadarius Wade, who did a nice job getting into the lane, but he just has to look for a teammate there when, you know, you're getting into the thick of that defense for NAU.
I kind of want to point out the difference between these two teams right now. It just seems I can see a lot of thinking on Westgate Christian University squad. I can see them thinking about what it is that they need to be doing, but on NAU, it just seems like everything is just flowing. Like, it seems like NAU is just really in this flow state right now.
Yeah, just natural for them. Oh, nice save there. And I think this is the first time that we've seen Jaleel Odoms. He comes in and drops a bucket in there.
Jaleel Odoms coming in at 6'6", 185 from Dickinson, Texas, a sophomore.
Yeah, and he's a returning player from last year. Another one of those guys that didn't get a whole lot of playing time, but you can see he has the right build. He's a longer player with good height, and we'll see if he can make an impact on this game. And here goes Joseph Cormier. He's going to drive in, and he's going to have a nice, strong finish. Looking for a foul there. He's not going to get it. I'm expecting some kind of big things from North American this year. Watching them play right now, they just look so confident. And a nice finish there, Jaden Shanklin.
With just under 2:30 left in the first half of the ball game, NAU with 50 points and Westgate Christian with 21.
Nice block there, but they're gonna end up calling the foul on that. Looks like he got a piece of the hand there. I believe that was Joseph Cormier shooting that. Oh no, correction, that was Sean Thompson.
Once again, tonight's stream is brought to you by Only On Clutch. If you would like to continue to see these streams, please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you.
And the first free throw is going to be a little short there off the front of the rim for Sean Thompson, another new player coming in to North American University this year. We'll see if he can convert the second free throw. And this one's gonna rim out. And a nice save there for Westgate Christian. And we're gonna get a foul there on Sean Thompson. Tadarius Wade's gonna get a chance to bring this ball in. Oh, and an errant pass there, a bit of a miscommunication. Sean Thompson gonna get the and one finish. Another nice play, making his presence known there after the bad pass from Westgate Christian. Lauren, I think this is just a product of the program, you know, just not having a lot of time together, because it just seems like it's just a lot of miscommunications, you know. These guys don't really maybe trust each other yet and what spots they're going to be in, kind of second guessing, so.
You know, but it all just may be the first half of the game too, Daniel, you know.
Yeah,
like
well,
you said, you know, as much as we can say that there is confusion and that they don't know each other very well, there's also the flip side of it that these guys actually may know each other very well. I mean, not as long as NAU has, but these guys could probably know each other very well, but, you know, things just happen when the lights come on.
Just got to find that chemistry. And here we go. The extra free throw attempt is going to be no good. So 0 for 3 for Sean Thompson from the line. A lot of energy in the stadium. A long three there, gonna miss the rim.
Yes, despite the score, we are seeing a lot of love for Westgate Christian in the building. So if you and your family are a part of the WGU team, make sure you drop some Ravens in the chat.
Yeah, bring them Ravens. Joseph Cormier inbounding here. And another shot from the corner, no good there. But Joseph Cormier is going to get it back, and he's going to find the basket yet again. Joseph Cormier just controlling this game. whether he's rebounding and getting buckets himself, finding his players in the lane, he's doing it all. Whew, a really nice move there. My goodness. That was Jaden Shanklin yet again there with a nasty move, a little hesitation into the floater. And another three here. No good from North American, but Jaleel Odoms gets the rebound.
We have just underneath 60 seconds remaining in the first half of this ball game.
Chance here for Westgate Christian to get another bucket, but another turnover from Tadarius Wade. But he's gonna end up with the ball again.
Daniel, it almost looked like we were playing a game of dodgeball for a quick second here.
It's hard to keep up for me even. I'm looking down and up and somebody else has the ball. And here we go. They're gonna call the foul there on Glenn Clements. We've seen a lot of shooting fouls from Westgate Christian. I think some of the size that North American presents is causing some problems down in the paint, forcing these Ravens to get a little over physical. We need to get some mops out here or something.
Left hand first, put your right hand on top, then mop. You gotta remember, that's so embarrassing for me to do that on the stream.
No, that's fine. I'm just glad it was you doing it, not me, because I would have sounded a whole lot worse doing it, I'll tell you that. And here we go.
I guess these guys are just hustling really hard tonight, laying it all on the floor, no pun intended.
Yeah, literally. Leaving everything on the floor. Forcing our refs to have a different job tonight. But here we go. Sincere Shaw, the second free throw. That one's gonna fall. We're gonna take our score to 55-23 with 25 seconds remaining. And another steal from Sincere Shaw, who's gonna hit a nasty Euro. Not gonna finish, but Jaleel Odoms is there for the putback. And that was a bit of a rough play from Westgate. I feel like the effort wasn't there, but hopefully they can finish strong here. A three, it's gonna be no good. North American with one last chance. And a nice left-handed layup to finish it. All right, Lauren, quick thoughts before halftime?
I just want to say that I am thoroughly impressed so far with this North American squad that I've seen. I think that they have cleaned up a lot of things from last season to this season. And I'm just not going to count Westgate Christian out just yet. I know it's a new program. Maybe I'm just rooting for the underdog, but I'm impressed from both teams, given them circumstances. So
I'm with you on that. I 100% agree, and I'm looking forward to the second half. We will be back for a college tip-off, only on Clutch.
Horns in the H, drums in the game, college tip-off. Remember the name, from the SWAT to the NAIA, we ballin' every day in the Texas way. College basketball, tip-off. Let's ball. College basketball, tip-off. We tall.
crowd, it's a showdown. Houston, he can't slow down. College ball where the dreams get loud. Rise up, make the city proud. Fast breaks, high stakes, crowd going crazy. Buckets on buckets, game looking wavy. From North American to the Bayou side, we hooping hard. H-Town pride. College basketball tip-off. College basketball tip-off. Inspired, coaches on edge, players locked in. This the city where legends begin. Crossover jumper, buzzer beater fade. When it's clutch time, we elevate. From the bench to the floor, everybody feel the score. This the moment we've been waiting for. College basketball tip-off. College basketball tip-off.
Horns in the H. Drums in the game. College tip-off. Remember the name. From the SWAT to the NAIA, we ballin' every day in the Texas way. College basketball tip-off. Let's ball. College basketball tip-off. We tall. Tip it off. We from the land where the lights never dim or fall. Run it up, run it up. College hoops in the H, that's us. Stand up, this the city, this the pride, this that on clutch vibe. Let's ride. College basketball tip-off. College basketball tip-off. College basketball tip-off. We back in the H. Game time, light shine. Let's go.
From the court to the crowd, it's a showdown. Houston, he can't slow down. College ball where the dreams get loud. Rise up, make the city proud. Fast breaks, high stakes, crowd going crazy. Buckets on buckets, game looking wavy. From North American to the Bayou side, we hooping hard. H-Town pride. College basketball tip-off. College basketball tip-off. Tip it off. Let the net sing sweet when the shot go off. You run it up.
Tip it off. We from the land where the lights never dim or fall. Run it up, run it up. College hoops in the H, that's us. Stand up, this the city, this the pride, this that on clutch vibe. Let's ride. College basketball tip off. College basketball tip off. Tip off. College basketball tip off. We back in the H. Game time, light shine. Let's go.
From the court to the crowd, it's a showdown. Houston, he can't slow down. College ball where the dreams get loud. Rise up, make the city proud. Fast breaks, high stakes, crowd going crazy. Buckets on buckets, game looking wavy. From North American to the Bayou side, we hooping hard. H-Town pride.
College basketball tip off. College basketball tip off.
Tip it off, tip it off. Let the net sing sweet when the shot go off. You run it up, run it up. From the paint to the three, we can't get enough. It's that Houston sound where the hoop dreams found. College hoops in the H, and we run this town.
College basketball tip off.
Hey, college basketball tip off. Let's go. Hey, lights flash, bands blast, crowd on fire. Fourth quarter run, got the fans inspired. Coaches on edge, players locked in. This the city where legends begin. Crossover jumper, buzzer beater fade. When it's clutch time, we elevate. From the bench to the floor, everybody feel the score. This the moment we've been waiting for.
College basketball tip off.
Hey,
College basketball tip off. Horns in the H. Drums in the game. College tip off. Remember the name. From the SWAT to the NAIA, we ballin' every day in the Texas way. College basketball tip off. Let's ball.
crowd, it's a showdown. Houston, he can't slow down. College ball where the dreams get loud. Rise up, make the city proud. Fast breaks, high stakes, crowd going crazy. Buckets on buckets, game looking wavy. From North American to the Bayou side, we hooping hard. H-Town pride. College basketball tip-off. College basketball tip-off.
Everybody, and welcome back to this opening night college basketball tip-off. We have the matchup between the North American University Stallions and the Westgate Christian Ravens, and this is presented to you only on Clutch. Lauren?
Yes, and before we get into the gameplay, we just want to say thank you to all of those that you are tuning in. We see we have some people from Columbus, Mississippi, some people from BR, Baton Rouge, some people from Dallas, so we just appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure if you want to see more games streamed like this, that you subscribe, like, and comment only on Clutch.
Yes, get very active in the comments. We want you guys to be engaged and, you know, talking through the game with us. So, yeah, be engaged, and hopefully you guys are having fun. And that first possession there is going to go out of bounds. Westgate Christian is going to retain the ball here.
All right, Daniel, so we just came off the half. If you were Coach Washington, what are you saying to your team in that locker room during that time? What are some things that you would think needs to be adjusted?
Well, first of all, I would try to highlight the things that they're doing well. I think that's important to try to keep the confidence up. But I would definitely try to harp on some of the communication issues, you know, just try to get the guys to slow down and, you know, play their role. You mentioned earlier how NAU has a lot of role players, a lot of guys that seem to fit in the right spots, and it's kind of seamless. I think he's probably encouraging his players for Westgate Christian to do the same thing and try to have a more cohesive lineup tonight. And, you know, control what you can control. I think that's really important, too.
That's important. Yes, one of the most important things. On the court and off. Control what you can control.
Exactly. Got to have a peace of mind. And we're going to have some more sweat on the court, so we're going to wipe that up. The players are working here, too. Nobody gets a day off. Lauren, you're going to go down there next, all right?
Daniel, you first.
No, ladies first, please. All right, and we're going to have a Jaden Shanklin inbound. Gonna get the ball in there. Saran Ward's gonna lose it though. Joseph Cormier is gonna slam it down. Really nice play there defensively and offensively. North American picking up right where they left off with this defensive pressure. Not making anything easy for Westgate University.
So on the court for Westgate Christian, we have number 30, Tadarius Wade, number 11, Siren Ward. We have number 3, Arnold McGowan. Number 13, Jaden Shanklin.
Yeah, and this is a pretty nice lineup for Westgate Christian. All these guys tonight have played pretty well. But right there, they're not going to be able to get the stop on Oakley Lewis, who just backs his man down and puts the ball up.
And excuse me, how could I be so rude and forget number 12, Chase Crawford is also down there for Westgate Christian.
Can't forget him. He's been pretty important tonight, too, for Westgate. 63-27 is the score right now with 8:15 left in the third quarter.
of rotation changes that we've seen from NAU, we can see that Oakley and Hammond are staying on the floor.
Yeah, they've definitely had a majority of the minutes tonight. Those two guys coming back from last year, established players who have done very well tonight, especially on the glass, getting those rebounds, just making their presence felt and finding opportunities for their teammates. I think Westgate Christian's going to have to make some stops when they're on defense because they're going to have to get some fast break opportunities to get some easier baskets. They've had some trouble in their half-court sets, but right there they're going to get the foul on Joseph Cormier.
Daniel, I think I have to go back and backtrack to what you said earlier in the first half about how Westgate Christian, you know, the idea is that, of course, it would be perfect for you to shoot, but sometimes you just have to change your game plan and be able to drive it into the paint. Yeah,
I mean, any level of basketball, penetration into the lane, trying to get to the rim is so important for so many things. You got to keep the defense guessing. You don't want them to just give you shots. I mean, it's so important to get in there and just change the look, try to draw some fouls. If you can get North American in some foul trouble and get some different guys on the court, you might have more favorable matchups. The rebounding has just been really evident out here that North American has a big advantage in that part of this game. They've controlled the glass on both sides, and that's really resulted in a majority of their points, I think, tonight. So many more opportunities. And we're going to get another stoppage here. We're going to keep rolling, though. We're going to stay with you guys in this third quarter. See maybe some different lineups come in for both of these teams.
You know, Daniel, I kind of want to just expand upon that last thought of yours. I do think that there are three things that can happen once you shoot the ball. I think there's the opportunity for you to score. I think there's the opportunity for you to get the offensive rebound to score, or there's the opportunity for the defensive team to get that rebound and turn the ball over. So I think that everybody, when the ball is in their possession, should just be really conscious of what it is that they're doing.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you there. You know, they got to be ready. The ball is going to fly off this rim in a bunch of different crazy ways, so you got to have guys ready to go up and attack that ball, meet it at the high point. We'll see if they can do that for Westgate. They got to really get high up in the air with some of these tall players for North American. We've seen Naheem Northern just control the glass, so they're going to have to stop him. Tevin Gowns has had some really active hands here near the sideline, just pressing these guys up, forcing the ball out of bounds, just making it really messy in there. Some nice dribbling here. A nice dump-off pass as well.
Oh, that was really nice, Daniel.
Really
that was a
play.
great execution. That was really nice in that pass.
To Darius Wade there, he dumped it off to, I believe that was Jaden Shanklin. And we're going to get a foul call, shooting foul there. So another opportunity for, who else? Naheem Northern, who just is unstoppable down there right now. It looks like to me he's taken that role from Damian Thomas had last year of controlling the glass and being a really physical presence, just controlling all these rebounds and giving his team a lot of chances. And he makes the free throw, which is huge. That was one thing about Damian Thomas, was that he would get to the line more than anybody, but he didn't always convert, and he left a lot of points on the table.
One thing I also think may be benefiting NAU is the amount of times they have been at this free throw line.
Oh, yeah. Putting a lot of pressure on Westgate Christian University's bench, too, because they're going to have to contribute later in this game. And 1 for 2 there, but, ooh, ripped away from Joseph Cormier. Arnold McGowan going to pass it out to the point guard. The Ravens trying to slow it down here. Oh my gosh, and there he is, Naheem Northern absolutely crushing that ball, but it looks like we might get a foul there. Yep, they're gonna give him the 2 free throws, but what an effort to go get that ball out of the sky. Absolutely destroyed that ball, Lauren.
So at this point, Daniel, and just humor me for a second. Do you now switch your game plan? Do you now?
Well, I think you got to try everything. You know, you got to try stuff that, you know, maybe isn't your first choice, but something that might give North American a different look.
Because if I was Westgate Christian, I'm almost going to try to make NAU foul me every time so I can get to the line, because the free throw points I believe are the free throw points are the easiest points that you can get on the court.
Well,
if you can force them to give you that defensive foul, Westgate Christian, they might be able to get back in the game.
Well, you get two great things from a free throw attempt. I mean, you force the other team to foul you, which is going to put them in some trouble, and then you get opportunities for easy buckets, uncontested shots, and opportunities for 3-point plays or 4-point plays. If you get fouled and you make that shot, you know, you're giving yourself a chance there to really get the points back up, close this gap a little. And he's going to convert there. Oh, really nice defense from Westgate. Not making it easy. Full court press, which is something they haven't done all day. Tevin Gowns going to pass it to the corner. And the three is up and long. So here we go. Westgate with the fast break. A little bit of a mishandled ball there. But the three is up and
no
a little
good.
short, but a great rebound for Tadarius Wade. And a nice up and under there. Well, double clutch actually layup.
So it looks like the Westgate Ravens are starting to figure it out for themselves. They're realizing that those long shots are just not falling in and that they need to drive into the paint, take it to the hoop.
100%, Lauren. They're doing that and they're executing now. And a fadeaway shot.
Daniel, in the first half of this ball game, I told you there was a lot of basketball to be played. It seems as if Westgate Christian is starting to wake up just a tad bit here in this second half.
I think they are. They're seeing the ball fall into the hoop, and that's all you can ask for. But we're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll be back. This is College Tip-Off only on Clutch.
You're watching this broadcast free of charge, thanks to our amazing corporate sponsors and viewers like you. Your support makes it possible to bring this content to everyone at no cost. To ensure broadcasts like this and all on Clutch content remain free, we need your help. Share this broadcast, like it, and leave a comment. Every interaction keeps us going strong. Thank you for being part of the On Clutch family.
College basketball tip-off. Hey. College basketball tip-off.
Horns in the H. Drums in the game. College tip-off. Remember the name. From the SWAT to the NAIA, we ballin' every day in the Texas way. College basketball tip-off. Let's ball. College basketball tip-off. We tall.
All right, y'all, welcome back to this college basketball tip-off only on Clutch. And I want to give a special shout out to Kayla from Cancun, watching from way down there. We appreciate you. Glad to see you with us. Jaden Jackson mixing his man up, gonna pass it off. Will Odom's gonna drive in and kick it out. And the three is up, but no good. And we're gonna get an over-the-back call there from Zoe Odoms. Nice rebounding there. We're seeing him get a little more active, Lauren, on the glass. And here comes the full court press like we've seen all night. We got some lights flickering in here. Spooky season's upon us. Hopefully the lights don't go out. The game's starting to get real interesting.
It's the ghost of NAU's past.
Don't get me scared up here, Lauren.
The ghost of their football team. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
The strays. And the shot is good. He is heating up. Jaden Shanklin showing us what he's got from range.
So we're just under 15 minutes here in the Stafford High School gym. We have our NAU Stallions with 66 points and our Westgate Christian Ravens with 38.
Yeah, and I mean, they've put up a good amount of points already in this 5.5 so minutes that's gone by. And I've been really impressed with the energy I've seen. They did not back down at all out of halftime, and they came out with a purpose, Lauren. We're going to stay with you guys. Enjoy the music. Lauren, so far in the second half, we've seen a lot more fouls called on NAU, which is huge, absolutely huge for Westgate Christian University. These Ravens are looking to stack up some fouls against NAU and get to the line way more often later in this quarter, hopefully get to the bonus, and just have free opportunities to keep pressing that ball. We're going to see Kamani Wilson out on the floor for NAU, along with Jaden Jackson, Jaleel Odoms, Sincere Shaw, and Sean Thompson. So a lot of size on the court for NAU. Trying to get their momentum back. And we have Alan Milburn inbounding with the sick afro. He's going down the court fast.
Yeah, his afro is super sick. Oh, wow, that's really nice.
Yeah, that's a throwback. Dr. J. Nice pump fake there, gonna get some separation. Ooh, real smooth jumper there from number 10, Jalen Chappelle. Super smooth. Oh, and the energy for Westgate Christian is just going crazy in the stadium. The three is up to quiet the crowd, but they're not going to be able to.
The crowd is active now, Daniel. It's loud in here. I don't know if you guys can hear over the stream, but Westgate Christian has the absolute support from the other side of Houston. Maybe this could be a crosstown rivalry in the future,
Yeah.
Daniel. Who knows?
I like it. Bring some juice to NAIA. And here we go, another shooting foul against NAU. That is going to give Alan Milburn a chance at the line.
I almost need a crystal ball, Daniel, because did I not tell you that I would capitalize on NAU's defensive errors? That is how you're going to score. You're going to drive it to the paint, you're going to take it to the rim, and then you're going to take it to the free throw line so you can get them easy points. Bow, just like that.
I think we need to go check out, somebody on that sideline might have our stream up, Lauren. They might be watching. I don't know if that's legal. Here we go, number 4, Alan Milburn. Gonna put up his first free throw. It's gonna drop. Alan Milburn is not the biggest guy on the court, but you've already seen the massive impact that he's had in the game already, just making plays, especially on the offensive side. Great to see from Westgate Christian as they're closing this gap, Lauren. A little long there on the free throw. Hammond with the rebound. He's going to get past his defender, keep him on his back, try to draw the foul, and he's going to get it. Nice play there from Hammond, taking the ball and taking it to the rim, controlling what he can control, and he's going to get the foul. Seeing a lot of communication here from NAU, trying to get back on track in this second half.
I'm even seeing a little bit of coaching from Westgate Christian on the court, helping their teammate out right there.
Hey, everybody's involved. And the first free throw is going to be good. Coach Dozier sitting over there. He's not as active as he was earlier. I think he's trying to test his team a little bit and see if they can kind of bring this down on their own. It's important that they have a good command on the court themselves.
As important it is to be a great coach, it's even more important to allow your players to work out things themselves.
100%.
That is only a reflection of you and the culture that you have built within your program.
And we'll see if that culture can close this game out. Ooh, they're going to call that out of bounds. His foot stepped in the line. Well, yep, and it's going to be inbounded here from Jalen Chappelle. Chappelle's going to be at the top of the key here, looking for a screen. He's going to get it. Oh, and a bit of an ankle breaker, kind of awkward, not going to fall. Great rebound there by number 10, Kamani Wilson. And Cormier driving the lane, nice kick off to Hammond, but going to lose that ball, and here we go. Westgate with another opportunity. Westgate does need to press a little bit. They need to try to get these points back and get it close for the fourth quarter so they can have a little more of an open play sheet. Oh, and a nice drive there. Gonna come up a little short, but he's gonna get a chance at the line. We're seeing NAU settle down a little bit, attack the paint. They're getting some fouls now, some free points. Looks like these lineups are gonna stay on the floor through these free throws. No substitutions are coming out. Cormier over there tying his shoe by the coach. He's definitely getting some information right now. He's clearly the leader on this offense or on this team in general. When he's out there, the players definitely listen to him. We might see a fast break here if this free throw it's made. So we're gonna have another possession for Westgate. Quick shot, gonna miss everything there, but almost a nice
So we're
save.
seeing a bit more movement of the ball across the court with Westgate Christian. We're just still having trouble, or they're still having trouble getting those shots to just fall, Daniel. I'm not sure where the disconnect is lying.
You know, sometimes your shots just aren't falling, especially from three-point land. It's always tougher. So, you know, some nights they fall, sometimes they don't. Tonight just doesn't look like one of those nights. But it's one of those nights for Hammond where he's just getting to the paint and making it happen. And here we go. Jaden Jackson gonna get the easy layup there off the steal. This is what we saw from the second half of the game there from Westgate Christian. They could not get the ball past half court easily. And a nice putback there from Jarius Smith. We see a whole new lineup coming in, Lauren.
Yes, we do. And it looks like it looks like Oakley Lewis is coming back in for NAU, coming back in for the Stallions.
And it looked like a foul there. It wasn't called. A nice putback and one from Kamani Wilson, 6'6", 200 pounds, having his way down there in the paint. 5 fouls for NAU, 3 fouls against Westgate Christian. And we're gonna get this massive overhaul of the lineup. And Kamani Wilson, the free throw attempt is good. So 3-point play there off the offensive rebound. And the active hand yet again trying to come through for North American. Westgate with miscommunication there on the pass down low to the block. The alley-oop is up, but it's gonna be out of bounds.
That one might have had just a little bit too much oomph behind it.
Yeah, a bit of a crowded lane there. That would have been electric if he got that to go down. And here we go. Jaden Shanklin coming down the court. Got the switch there on defense. 3 is up, and that one's not gonna fall. Nice pop there to keep it alive for NAU.
Something that I've noticed about Westgate Christian too is that they kind of struggle to have somebody underneath the rim for those rebounds, defensive and offensive.
Yeah, I think part of the problem there for them is that some of these threes are kind of coming at random times where it doesn't look like a shot might be going up, and the players maybe aren't ready for that, and so they're out of position. Oh, a nice move there from Tevin Gowns. He's going to make the left-handed layup fall through the contact. He's not the biggest player on the court for North American. He actually is the smallest, but he is playing with some heart. Nice defensive rotations from North American, and they're gonna get that rebound up to Hammond. Oh, and they're gonna call a blocking foul. It's gonna be North American ball. That foul's gonna go against Jaden Shanklin.
Just a little bit of background information on Coach Washington for WCU. He received his Bachelor's of Science in Kinesiology from Texas Lutheran in 2009.
Nice. This guy's a running back coach. He's a doctor, basketball coach. Another nice layup there. That's going to be Oakley Lewis yet again. Oakley Lewis looks like he's put on some muscle in the offseason.
I agree. What an astute observation.
Thank you.
Looks like we're getting a timeout now.
All right, and we're going to go to break with that timeout. The score is 80-43. NAU on top of Westgate Christian University. You're watching College Tip-Off only on Clutch.
You're watching this broadcast free of charge, thanks to our amazing corporate sponsors and viewers like you. Your support makes it possible to bring this content to everyone at no cost. To ensure broadcasts like this and all on Clutch content remain free, we need your help. Share this broadcast, like it, and leave a comment. Every interaction keeps us going strong. Thank you for being part of the On Clutch family.
Ball where the dreams get loud. Rise up, make the city proud. Fast breaks, high stakes, crowd going crazy. Buckets on buckets, game looking wavy. From North American to the Bayou side, we hooping hard. H-Town pride. College basketball tip-off. College basketball tip-off.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to this matchup tonight between Westgate Christian University and North American University. Lauren, I'm really hoping that we get some more buckets here. Still a lot of time left, 9:41 in the third quarter. What's it going to take here? No answers for this one?
Not a quick answer. Actually, I was just taking some time to think because, you know, I think it's easy to talk about what's going so wrong with Westgate, but I think there's a lot of things to talk about what's going right. I mean, I understand that the score is 81-43, but I do feel like that these guys have a lot of heart, and just with some time, I believe that they'll be able to be a squad that has a chance this season.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that they have the right pieces. I think they have the right coach. I think that he's done a good job of knowing when his players, need to be switched out or when they need some fresh legs out there. So I think they have the right stuff. Again, it's just going to take some time, but I'm looking forward to seeing in the next matchup what it looks like between these two teams when there's been some time between this.
I agree, and I'm going to fact check this, but I believe the next matchup is next month, sometime in November. I'll fact check.
Next month? That's a good amount of time. They'll play a lot of games between then. They'll have some time to gel together a little bit. And we'll see who steps up on that roster and kind of becomes that leader for them. Kind of like it appears that Joseph Cormier has emerged as for NAU, along with Oakley Lewis.
And I might even throw in a third Musketeer with Joseph Cormier. Did you say him?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes.
My apologies.
No, you're good. Yeah, him and Oakley Lewis. And I'm sure that Jaden Jackson looks pretty good out there too, but Hammond as a leader, I think he's definitely one of those guys for them. And here we go for the second attempt. Two for two, making this game 83-43, a 40-point difference here. Ooh, A bit of a travel there, not called. And a bad pass intercepted there from Tevin Gowns, who's going to throw the lob. Oh, just long. And that ball is going to go off of Jamark Hammond. Really close to a crazy lob there. They've been looking for that connection. I think they're going to find it before this game ends, Lauren.
And who knows, that might just be left in their toolbox for the remainder of the season.
That'll happen a lot this year for sure. They're trying to get some Instagram content.
Aura farming, isn't that what the kids say? What they call it, aura farming?
6'7" or something. All right, and here we go. Another free throw attempt for Hammond. He is living at the line. I would love to see the box score, see how these points are being spread between North America. And I feel like a lot of guys have contributed in a lot of ways as that free throw hits every part of the rim before it falls in. And we're going to get a substitution here. They're going to give Jamark Hammond a break after all that. He's going to go take a seat down there.
Westgate Christian on the inbound to the corner.
And a bit of an errant shot there for number 14, Jashwan. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, Brooks. And here goes Oakley Lewis. And back to the line, man. And just like that, it went from being 5 fouls to 3 earlier in this period to now 6 to 8, with Westgate Christian having 8 of those fouls now. Has flipped this game, man, because it was getting close, Lauren, for a little bit there early in the third. We saw a lot of energy from Westgate. They were drawing fouls, getting to the line, and since then it has just totally flipped back to NAU's side. They have been controlling the glass, and correction, 9 fouls now on Westgate Christian, so not the best from them defensively. And we're going to get a new player here for NAU. I don't think he's seen the floor yet. Kalen Barajas is coming out for NAU. He's going to take Oakley Lewis's spot. We're going to see what he can do for the first time this season.
So I think we have reached the point in the game where there is enough space between the two teams where the winning team just kind of is trying out all of their players, seeing what they can do.
Yeah, just try out different guys. You know, they're going to need all these guys at some point in the season. Very important that they get some burn here early. They can play pretty free right now. And a nice shot there from number 14, Jashwan Brooks. Tevin Gowns with a little spin move, looking for a screen. He's going to take it. Going to find an open shot here. The three is up, and it is good. Beautiful play drawn up for Sean Thompson, who's going to splash that three from the top of the key. I love to see NAU running plays in the half court, not just relying on their athleticism and their height advantage in this game. And they're kind of showing you guys what they can do from an offensive perspective. Running plays, setting screens, and finding looks for each other out there. Shows the maturity of their offense. Jaleel Odoms is going to come back in here for Kamani Wilson.
So, Daniel, we have just a little bit under 8 minutes left in this half of the ball game. What are your thoughts so far? We'll start with NAU.
Well, for NAU, I'm really impressed with the coaching. I'm really impressed with the effort, the energy. Even though they're up big in this game, they're not, slowing down. They're not getting comfortable. They're keeping their foot on the gas. Especially from a rebounding and defensive perspective, it's fun to play offense, but it gets gritty on defense, and you got to keep being persistent, and they've done a really good job of that. Westgate Christian, on the other hand, they're playing with a lot of effort, but it's just a little sloppy. So they're not doing the things that NAU is doing well with their half-court offense. They're having troubles getting into their half-court offense because of the full court press that NAU is presenting. As you can see right here, you know, they got guys all over the place. They never really get to a comfortable spot when they're dribbling, and it's kind of forcing them to rush because they're having a limited shot clock when they finally get down here. But a nice find there inside, and the layup is good from Arnold McGowan, and that's what I'm talking about. If they can get that offense going and find some looks inside, I think down the line in this season, they're going to find that a lot more consistently. And the shot is up. First shot of the day for Caleb Barajas is no good. And a little floater shot there. A little rushed from Jarius Smith there. Thought he wanted to drive, but it looks like he kind of pulled up an awkward shot, not going to fall. I think next time he's going to maybe look for a teammate down low to try and find an extra pass there. But nonetheless, they're going to be at the line here for some shots.
I'm seeing a lot of confusion from NAU, a lot of hands up. Oh my goodness-ing.
Yeah, I'm pretty confused right now too. Trying to work out some of this stuff. The officials are talking a lot. Maybe trying to figure out who the foul was on there. And it looks like it's going to be on Naheem Northern, who does not look happy about the call. Better be careful here before he gets a tech. But it looks like a pretty nice discussion. Oh, he did get a tech. So we have an extra free throw. I did not see the ref do that and not taking advantage of there. And still a conversation being had between the referee and Naheem Northern. You know, Lauren, I think with the game being the way it is, I think he might have to just let this one go.
Which, you know, he could let it go, but I also think that that's how you know that you have a player that cares. He's trying to understand where this penalty is coming from. And even that speaks more volumes about his coach.
Yeah, I was about to say his coach.
Than it does him. Now, I do agree that I feel as if that it's been going on for kind of long, but also 92 and 47, I don't think there's much to be missed right now.
Well, and, you know, the coach is letting the player handle it. It's a very civil conversation, you know. There's not a lot of, it doesn't look like it's anything, you know, bad or anything. So, you know, I think it's a nice conversation they can have, but, you know, it doesn't really need to happen necessarily, but the free throw's up and no good. So no points are going to come out of that for Westgate Christian, which that was a big opportunity for them to get some points on the board, but we'll see what happens coming off of that kind of long pause there. Jalil Odoms at the top, going to pass it down. Errant pass going to get intercepted there. And here comes the fast break. The mid-range jump shot is good from Arnold McGowan. Nice cutoff on defense there from Westgate. We're going to get a kick-out pass. And no good from Caleb Barajas. 0 for 3 to start this game, to start his season. A lot of ISO ball being played for Westgate Christian. Not a lot of ball movement. I'm sure the players are getting frustrated from this press they're facing on defense, but they got to try to find a way to look for each other. Find some space.
Westgate Christian back at the free throw line, just under 6 minutes remaining in the ball game.
Looks like we're going to get another substitution from North American after this free throw. I believe that's Ethan Rodella coming in, another returner from last season, a guy who, from what I remember, was very productive when he got in the games. He definitely had a role to play, but whenever he had his opportunities to take three-pointers and stuff like that, he was making the most of them. And a nice drive, no good there, but the rebound is up and good for Naheem Northern yet again, who has to have over 16 points in this game easily. And here we go, a 1-on-4, but somehow gets a wide open 3, but it's gonna be a little long. And now we have a 5-on-3 for North American.
So Daniel, as a coach, you obviously don't want to limit your players to what they can and cannot do on the floor. But as a coach, when the shots are going in from the 3-point line. How do you clean that up? How do you police that? What are you saying?
There's a few school of thoughts on that. But we'll talk about that right when we get back from this break, Lauren, so I won't leave you hanging. This is College Tip-Off only on Clutch. All right, everybody, welcome back. Lauren, as we were talking about before the break, you asked me from a coaching perspective, how would Westgate Christian go about kind of correcting some of these three-point errors? And really, it's because they're just not seeing them fall, right? So there's a couple schools of thought. You know, there's some coaches that'll say, you know, just keep shooting the ball. They're going to fall eventually. You don't want to change your game just because the shots that you're comfortable taking might not be falling that night. But I will say, at some point when the score gets to a point where it's feeling a little desperate, I think you do need to change your approach at some point and try, like we talked about, getting to the lane, drawing fouls, finding those three-point opportunities in different ways. So I think you have to have a balance where you want to see your guys take the shots that they're earning, these open shots, but you also want to stay away from taking shots that aren't open, and you don't want to force anything. So it's going to be finding a balance for them this season from the three-point line and trying to run more offensive plays to find those good looks, like you've seen North American do several times. And there the ref goes throwing that sweat rag across the gym.
They might need a new dryer.
Yeah,
They've been putting the ones down here to work.
No wonder, you know, they have to keep using them. They're not spreading it around. You know, they're not getting it up.
All right, so we have NAU at the free throw line, it seems.
They've been there all day, Lauren, all day. I think following this game, it's going to be really important for Westgate to go back and really try to find the things that they did well tonight. I don't want them, they're going to have to see a lot of stuff they did bad, of course, but there's a lot of things that they can take from this game that were positive that they want to try and duplicate on a lot of different plays. So I think it's important that they don't come away from this game with a loss of confidence, but that they come away from it knowing that they have a lot of room to improve and that their season is, again, so early. It's just getting started, and I think they have a lot that they can do with this season still.
I agree with you, Daniel. I think often in losses like this, it's easy to harp on things that have went wrong, but like you said, it's just more important to focus on the things that went right, because you can use those things, capitalize off of them, and excel throughout the remainder of the season.
Yeah, there's no such thing as failure, just another opportunity to get better. Another lesson learned tonight. But, you know, again, these players maybe haven't been on a court with this kind of, you know, competitive atmosphere. You know, some of these guys might be fresh out of high school. You know, the level of competition is maybe a little bit higher than what they're used to. So it's also just an adjustment, you know. Being out here, you know, good amount of fans in here, just trying to stay calm and, you know, listen to everything. You got to pay attention to so much stuff out there. So you got to cut them some slack for some of the mental errors, because they will get used to these environments.
I will say, and NAU they might get upset in the comments about my comment, but I will say this is the most people we've seen in the stands during a North American game. So shout out to Westgate Christian for showing up for their team, showing support for their players. That's what it's all about at the end of the day.
And a nice interception there. Arnold McGowan trying to slow it down, find his teammates, and mishandled pass. But somehow they still have the ball. They're going to find some open players down low, and a great pump fake. Oh, my goodness. And it's just not going to fall. It's been that kind of night for Westgate Christian. Oh, and a beautiful pass there. Really nice pass down low to Jaleel Odoms. And a drive to the basket. Tough shot, not going to go. And again, Lauren, just not looking for their guys in the corners. They've had some opportunities for open shots, they're just not taking them. Oh, big man moving.
Now,
whoa, coast to coast.
You know what's crazy, Daniel? And even though he just scored that, I didn't even see number 3, Arnold McGowan. He was just in that corner all by himself, all by his lonely on a little island.
Well, and you know, a lot of the times you got to find that pass. Right there, that was Robert Taylor, who I don't think we've seen out here yet for Westgate Christian. But man, he just charged down that whole court and just threw up a nice little layup. Maybe he should have been out here a little earlier in this game because he has a bit of a size advantage compared to some of his teammates. And they're going to try and find him in the post.
I also think that's been I won't say a big difference, but a subtle difference that has made a large difference between NAU and Westgate. The height.
Yeah, 100%
the height.
size. Yeah, the size difference is crazy. Some of these players for NAU are 6'8", 6'7", 6'6", you know, 200 pounds plus. You know, that's pretty imposing for a team like Westgate Christian, who I don't believe their tallest player is 6'8". So it's definitely tough when you're playing like that. You have to have a different style. It's like boxing, you know. You got the heavyweights and the lightweights, and they're not a good matchup for each other usually. And the second free throw falls there. Roberto Cox, who's playing some tight defense and yet again does not allow the Ravens to cross the half court and just giving themselves opportunity after opportunity to go get more baskets.
I will say that despite, you know, this being despite the game being what it has been, the score being what it is, both teams have played all the way to the end. They are playing to the last whistle because it's so easy for a team like NAU so far ahead to get lackadaisical, and it's so easy for a team like Westgate Christian to just give up in the middle of the fight. So I can appreciate that tenacity from the both of them, that strength, that endurance for sure.
Oh yeah, and these guys are all competitors. You know, they've been competing their whole lives playing basketball, so you know, they're not going to give up just because the score isn't great. And that goes to their coaches, too, just that culture that they're trying to build, that never give up mentality and never take your foot off the gas mentality for NAU. Because there will be close games.
Yes, but I'm super excited to see what Coach Washington does with the Westgate Christian Ravens. I think that they have a lot of potential going forward for sure.
And number 7 is going to kick it out. The 3 is up and short. And again, like you mentioned earlier, not a lot of guys in the paint following these shots, Lauren. And you see what happens when you don't have bodies down there and NAU just crosses the basketball court and makes an easy layup. And they're going to cross the 100 mark for the first time this season as it's their first game. So congratulations to them for putting up a great offensive performance. Not even in the fourth quarter yet. All right, we have 2 minutes left in this one. And a nice try there on the layup, but a lot of people down there not making it easy. And a nice rebound from Robert Taylor, who is trying to charge down the court again. He's going to put it up, and it's going to be no good. Aggressive defense from Westgate Christian. Darius Owens being relentless here. Ethan Rodella going to try and break through, but it's going to get fouled there. And they're going to call that on Darian Edmond.
And while we're here at the free throw line, I do just have a quick announcement that I would like to make. As the month of October comes to an end, I would like to remind everyone that while it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, it is also Domestic Violence Awareness Month. In addition to your screenings, if you or someone you know is being affected by domestic violence, the number to the hotline is 1-800-799-SAFE. Once again, that is 1-800-799-7233, or text the word BEGIN to 88788. Everyone deserves a healthy relationship.
100%. And the double team at the top, trying to make it difficult, but it's going to be another missed shot. Ethan Rodella with the rebound, going to throw it down the court, and the three is up and short. Nice pump fake. And one. And the energy on the NAU bench is crazy. They're just loving that and one right there from Antoine McNair, who I don't think we've seen yet, Lauren.
We haven't seen a few of these guys, actually.
Yeah, you're right. 55 as well, Anthony Bergara. And number 12, Adarius Blanks, has not played too much tonight, I don't think, but he's out there. A guy who is also returning from last season. And one is good. Darius Owens with the ball. Nice save there, but the ball's poked out again. They're gonna call a foul there on Ethan Rodella. And that's gonna put Jarius Smith at the line. And that's 10 fouls apiece for these squads as the first free throw falls in with a score of 106-55 now, I think. All right, 45 seconds left in this one. See if we can get any late game magic here. We're gonna give the big man the ball right on the baseline. Jarius Smith with a nice quick pass over the top. Darian Edmonds gonna try and find his way to the lane. And a nice high IQ play there from Anthony Bergara, shielding off that Westgate University, Christian University player to make that ball go out of bounds.
While he has a few returners, I am pretty impressed with some of the new guys that Coach Dozie has went out and got.
Yeah, a lot of these new guys, Sincere Shaw, Sean Thomas, Kamani Wilson, those guys have played a very good game today. And Naheem Northern, I mean, he has been a force out here. I'm super excited to see what he's going to bring to this team down the line as this game is going to come to an end with a final score of 108-55. North American University is going to come out on top in their season opener, and Westgate Christian University is going to fall to 0-1 in their season. Lauren, it's been really fun, hasn't it?
Yes, it's been a pleasure.
All right. We are going to go ahead and wrap this up, guys. Thank you so much for joining us and being active in the comments. We really appreciate all you guys listening out there. This has been College Tip-Off, North American University versus Westgate Christian University, only on Clutch.
You're watching this broadcast free of charge, thanks to our amazing corporate sponsors and viewers like you. Your support makes it possible to bring this content to everyone at no cost. To ensure broadcasts like this and all on Clutch content remain free, we need your help. Share this broadcast, like it, and leave a comment. Every interaction keeps us going strong. Thank you for being part of the On Clutch family.